High pressure is now dominating New Zealand. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. We're tracking a very large and powerful high pressure system coming out of the Tasman Sea, and it's going to give us some pretty nice weather for the next 4 or 5 days, but we do have a few cloudy areas, a few showery areas, and some bigger seas at the moment as well on the marine side of things. So let's kick off with the animated wind map, and also hello to our friends and our viewers up in Fiji, and also Sailing Double Trouble, who's a follower of us on YouTube. Thanks for all your comments. And based on what you've said, it's a little windy up there at the moment because you're on the outer edges, obviously, of our big high down in this area. So those windy southeasterlies or easterlies will continue up in Fiji right through until at least the start of next week. But down around our area, lighter winds coming in as this high does start to dominate. So let's try and explain where those showers might be over the next few days. They're not, widespread or anything, just here and there. And it's very easy for us to just say, big high comes in, great weather, that's the end of that. But actually we will get complaints from some of you when you get that little light shower or a day of cloud. So let's try and make sense of it. So at the moment, the cloudier weather will be pushing in on Thursday on the western side. So it may still be a little bit cloudy, particularly in the North Island. A couple of little showers, isolated. They're very isolated, but there is the risk of a couple of showers and a couple more showers lingering down around Fiordland and maybe coastal Southland, although I think Southland should be mostly dry. By Friday, the high is really pushing in, and we do have a bit of a southerly change coming around. Now that will actually shift the cloudy weather from the west coast to the east coast. So you'll find on Friday, maybe a little bit cloudier for these eastern areas, especially in the North Island, where Gisborne and Hawke's Bay have a couple of little light showers. But the flip side will be sunnier weather over on the western side. So that's as that high starts to push in and the east to southeast winds come in around the North Island. Now into the weekend, Saturday sees pretty much the same setup. Still a couple of little light showers. By the way, around Hawke's Bay and Gisborne, it's still mostly dry, but you just have these little showers off and on, brief and light, coming in and with that slightly cooler southeasterly flow. Everybody else should be warmer than average by day, but still fairly cool at night. Now, as we get to Sunday, that's when we start to see a bit of a break in that high. By the way, up in Fiji, still got those windy southeasters and some showers. But down around the North Island, the big strong high coming in across Auckland and Northland, maybe some cloudy areas in there, but it should be dry. And in the South Island, look at the winds picking up. That will push your temperatures up both nighttime and daytime. And it does bring in some showers later in the day around Fiordland, but it should still be mostly dry over the weekend. And as I say, warming up with those winds picking up. And our final map is for Monday of next week, and it's a classic spring setup where we've got a cold front trying to go northwards, but we've got a big lid, a cap on it, sort of pushing back and saying, I'm not sure how far you'll go. This is also subtropical breezes coming down over the entire North Island and maybe even brushing the upper South Island. A cooler change coming in behind it. Nothing too serious though at this stage. So next week, the final thing I want to mention, there's another big high way out here to the west that may well be pushing in towards us as we head in towards next weekend. But we'll lock that in again later on this week. That's all from me. We'll see you again on Thursday.